What's going on, guys? Drug-Free Dansby here, coming at you with another pre-workout review. I'm super excited about this one. I got a real treat for you guys. I'm also really proud of myself for coming out the gate with a bunch of hitters. Yeah, I can't wait to show you this one. But before we get into this, man, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and like this video. Share it with someone else in the fitness community. I appreciate all you guys that have tuned in so far since I've been making these deals. But, I was thinking today, man, with it being Good Friday and, when I get up in the morning, one of my mentors, he taught me to reach out to God, man, and just kind of surrender my will over. And in the beginning, I was like, what does that even mean, But this is the one thing I've done perfect since I've been sober. When I get up in the morning, I do a simple prayer and I just say, hey, God, I'm an alcoholic, I'm an addict. I can't stay clean without your help today. And sometimes I go throughout the rest of the day and I may not be a perfect person. I may be an a-hole in traffic or something like that. But, also I wanted to share a little bit with you guys from when I first got sober, man. So I don't think anyone, wakes up one day or when they're young, they're like, man, I want to be an alcoholic when I get older, and, my dad told me that this disease kind of runs in my family on both sides. And I was like, yeah, whatever that means. But man, as I continue to drink, man, I had about a 10-year drinking and drugging career, where I went hard, man. Pretty much everything was on the table, man. There was a ton of consequences to show for it. If you guys keep tuning in, I'll probably end up dropping my whole story at some point. But man, so I found a recovery-based program and I started going to meetings. And in there, man, I just kept thinking to myself, man, like, God, if I would have just stopped going to jail, man, if I would have just stopped going to treatment and running out of money, man, maybe I would have had a different go at things, man. I just thought that, I was weak-willed or maladjusted to life and all this stuff, man. And in the beginning, man, if you're out there and you're thinking about getting sober, there's a lot of conflicting and kind of confusing information out there. Some people say alcoholism is a choice, it's not a disease, whatever, man. I didn't care. I wasn't, with the debating society at that point. I just wanted the pain to stop, man. And I heard some really cool stuff in the beginning, that was basically that, this disease of alcoholism, it centers in my mind, first of all, but I also have a physical disadvantage. I am abnormal physically when I put alcohol or drugs in my body. And for the first time in my life, I didn't have to be a piece of crap anymore. I didn't have to be a loser anymore. I was like, aha, from birth, maybe, whatever, I have this thing. And when I pick up a drink, the phenomenon of craving kicks in and I want another one and another one and another one. And I don't really ever make up my mind to stop. I typically will keep doing that until either the cops stop me, the bank account stops me, girlfriend, whatever it is, man. And, so then they told me the only relief they suggest is entire abstinence, man. So I wanted to share that with you guys because that was kind of the jumping off place for me when I got into recovery. I was like, man, I just have the disease, man. I'm not a piece of crap anymore. I'm actually not a bad guy. So if there's anyone out there, man, you guys are beating yourself up about what you've been doing, man, shoot me a message, man. Let's talk about this. All right, guys. So the whole reason we're here today. So I have a special treat for you. I had a friend of mine send this tub over to me. I've ran it a few times now, and I've had a crazy experience with it. So I want to share it with you. And of course, I'm talking about Chaotic Rage, or Madhouse Supps, man. And then this is the original OG DMHA batch. And man, I've been hearing about this product for a long time. I think I'm one of the late ones to the game on this one. But every person I talked to about this product was like, dude, you got to try it. Dude, you got to try it. Dude, you got to try it. So I finally got my hands on this a few weeks ago, and I've been dabbling with it over this past weekend between work. And this thing is freaking nuts. But first, before we talk about the effects of this, I want to talk a little bit about the flavor and the label. So this flavor I got here is passion fruit. So I'll be honest with you guys, wasn't bad. I won't, stay too long on the label or on the taste of this thing, but I'll tell you, it's not like a Dark Labs or an Apollo Nutrition freaking make you want to throw up or throw in a piece of gum. It's tasted like a pre-workout, get it down and go from there, So I love this label, man, and I'll tell you why. The biggest reason is the serving size, 11.6 grams in one scoop. So we're not doing a 2-scoop mumbo jumbo here. We're just doing 11.6 grams, one scoop, and we get 30 servings per container. So with this inflation, all this stuff going on, man, this is economical to get this thing. And look how cool this thing is, dude. I've always been scared of clowns when I was a kid and all this stuff. But this is a cool freaking clown here, you know. Look how jacked he is. Okay, so it starts off the rip with some B vitamins. So you got 1 milligram of thiamine, vitamin B1. And then there's 20 milligrams of niacin, vitamin B3. Then we have 10 micrograms of vitamin B12. That's a hefty dose of B12. Good for you. Next, we get into the meat and potatoes of this puppy here. So we have L-citrulline malate at 5,000 milligrams. So I'm a 6,000 or above kind of guy, but I can accept and live with the 5,000 milligrams. No big deal for me. Next, we got beta-alanine at 3,500 milligrams. So that's a hefty dose. That's a good dose there. Next, we come in with some stems. We got caffeine matrix. So we got 3 different sources of caffeine in one at 400 milligrams. Caffeine anhydrous, dicaffeine malate, and caffeine citrate. So I like that. It's not all going to slap me at once. It's going to kind of build, and it's going to yield certain amounts, so it's not too bad. Next, we got L-tyrosine at 350 milligrams. So that's good for the focus. Now, this is probably my favorite part of the label here. Next, we have DMHA at 250 milligrams. So this doesn't say 2-amino. It doesn't say 2-amino 5. Doesn't say Juglans regia. It just says DMHA. So when I saw this, I'm like, man, is this going to be real? Is this going to, slap me in the face? What's going on? Next, we got choline bitartrate. So that's a little bit more focus. Then we got Ariagenesis at 125 milligrams. So know what you guys are thinking, kind of a low dose. There's a lot of pre's out there that have way higher content of Aria. But listen, if this is good source Aria, 125 will feel nice. It'll do the trick. Next, we got synephrine at 75 milligrams. So a little bit of fat burning property, a little thermogenic. And then after that, we got theobromine at 50 milligrams. So that's caffeine's cousin. So we got some more stems here. Then after that, we got huperzine A at 3 milligrams. So I've just been learning about this one, man. But this is a nice, more focused, little nootropic effect. And then lastly, but not leastly, we got yohimbine at 2 milligrams. So this is a lighter version of alpha yo, man. So this label, man, is right up my alley, man. I will tell you from years of putting crazy crap in my body, I'm not taking pre-workouts to just get a little touch of energy. Sometimes like when I'm super tired, I need something potent that's going to get me through what I needed to get me through. And when I saw this label, I was like, I'm in for a treat. So I do want to tell you guys, if you have this tub, the scoop is slightly underdosed. So get you a scale. Don't trust it. If you don't have a scale, heap the crap out of it. I had to heap it and then add a little extra to get to the full amount. But let me tell you what this thing did for me, guys. So I took the drink, and it was early morning workout, so I had plenty of time to, adjust to this thing, man. And my gym is super close by. It's like 4 minutes away. So I slam it and I try to move around as little as possible while I'm sitting in the car, just letting it brew in my belly, whatever. And then I get to the gym and it's leg day, man. So I'm already dreading leg day. So for me, I always want to take a really potent, illicit pre-workout to kind of just, wow, the workout's done. I got through it. It's all good. But for me, I always like to throw shoulders in with legs. So I start pumping some iron. And probably 10, 15 minutes in, man, that caffeine matrix is all I'm feeling. It's a nice, hefty dose. And I'll tell you guys, there's no betas. For me anyways, I didn't feel any tingly, nothing like that. And I will say, for the first few times running this, I didn't want to throw a pump matrix on it, or pump product on it. But I will tell you guys, you wouldn't hurt. You could throw a pump on this. The pumps weren't like purple tub crack or nothing like that. But I mean, they were decent. I would say middle of the road. Throw a pump product on this if you want to. I just, believe it could have messed with maybe the stimulant effect, and I wanted to give you guys a real honest and unbiased review here. So I'm pushing the 30-minute mark, man, and I'm feeling the music starting to be amazing. So this isn't just a normal daily driver effect at this point. I'm starting to be, I'm getting teased a little bit. I'm like, man, this is all right. Okay, I see what they're talking about. Yeah, this is a hitter. All right, whatever. But then it kind of stops, man. Like 30, 45 minutes in, I'm texting my buddies, as I'm on this, and I'm like, this isn't, it's all right, but it's not amazing, right? And then I remembered my buddy Ace. He's like, Sean, takes like an hour to kick in. So I do want to warn you guys on that. Don't give up on this thing. This thing is a creeper. And I will say after about an hour, man, this right here, and I'm here to tell you guys this first, at least on my channel, has made it into my top 3 favorite pre-workouts. This right here, if whatever DMHA this is some of the cleanest, most potent, most euphoric, mood elevated, sort of DMHA I've ever tried. And I'm a really big Dark Labs fan. I'm a really big fan of, tubs that claim DMAA, and I've tried a bunch of good ones. And I'm telling you guys, I would put this OG batch up against the best of them. And I will tell you that once it kicks in about an hour in, it keeps building and building and building. So now I'm moving into my legs after I finish all my shoulders. And man, I'm lifting heavier than I normally do. And I'm happy about it. And one thing I'll tell you, all the focus that's in here, it can be a bad thing. For me, I had plenty of time to work out, but I was getting stuck on my phone in between sets, and I'm on Reddit, I'm on YouTube. I'm enjoying myself, man. Like, this is a very productive pre-workout. And I will say it's called Chaotic Rage, right? So before that hour mark hit, I was like, this is kind of like mellow and kind of chill. I don't want to drop like Dark Energy or Excelsior vibes, but I'm not feeling any stronger. I'm not feeling like this is for it's all mental, right? And then after that hour hit, man, I was like freaking slinging weights around, sweating like crazy. Make sure you bring a lot of water with you, man. I had super dry mouth. But I will tell you, man, I got through that workout. I finished with some leg press sort of stuff. And I was still had a ton of energy when I left the gym. So I had kind of a full day afterwards, right? And I'm kind of scared because this is my first time dabbling in it. And I was like, is there going to be a nasty crash? Is this focus going to last all day? And I'll tell you guys, no negative side effects for me whatsoever. I would say maybe the only negative is that little bit of appetite suppression, but you're just so happy. This is like a happy, euphoric feeling afterwards that I was, I came home, I slammed my protein shake, and I'm like, I'm good. And it was probably a few hours later where I was able to force myself to eat something because, I still want to get my protein in or whatever it is. But I will tell you guys, so I ended up having date night later that night with my wife, and probably like 5, 6, 7 hours, man. I'm still feeling like a low, sort of vibe from this thing. And eventually I did end up, kind of getting a little sleepy, and it just tapered off, but it just disappeared. So, I will tell you guys with this product here, if you're thinking about getting it, definitely go over to NutriCartel. You can use my code DFD, get 15% off. But this product has already been reformulated. So there's a new version going around with Juglans Regia. I heard it's very mediocre, not worth the money. But I know Jake over at NutriCartel still has a few of these left, and it's not going to be here forever. So, I'm thinking about buying another tub because this one is probably like 75% full. The expiration date isn't for a couple of years, so I can sit on this tub and use it sparingly. And then I will say this, and I said this out loud to my wife. I compare this to Juiced, to the new Juice that is out there. Whatever is in Juiced, very, very similar, happy, euphoric. I didn't get the crazy, like my heart is going and I'm freaking, anxiety or cold sweats, nothing like that. I've heard some people get that from Juiced. But this is like I don't want to say it's better than Juiced. I'm not going to compare the two. But I'm super excited to run this thing again. And I just encourage you guys, man. All right. Y'all tune in again soon because I got another super special one that's coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. God bless all you guys. I love y'all. DM me, man, if y'all have any questions about this or anything else, man. All right. Peace.